Hello. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody see me? I mean, it says it's 14 people watching. I'm going to turn off the noise. That's going to drive me mad. Thanks. But this week I've tried to take people's requests into consideration. So we've got a celebrity gossip round, and I've did my best despite knowing nothing. I've utilised Google a lot, so if it's incorrect, then I'm sorry, but Google lied to me. Yeah, so again, there'll be 5 rounds: general knowledge, women in sports, gossip, celebrity stuff, music, and super hard questions. And you can have a maximum of 60 points. And I've also managed to record the intros this time, so I'll share the pictures. That are the 2 pictures at the end of each round, and the intros in the WhatsApp group. So I guess it's actually 8:02, so unless someone tells me otherwise, I'm going to get going and start with the general knowledge round. So question number 1. In which Italian city did pesto originate? So, in which Italian city did pesto originate? That's question number 1. Question number 2. Which cocktail would you get by mixing 3 centilitre gin, 3 centilitres of sweet red vermouth, and 3 centilitres of Campari? So, which cocktail would you get by mixing 3 centilitres of gin, 3 centilitres sweet red vermouth, and 3 centilitres Campari? And question number 3. In 1932, the kidnapping of whose 20-month-old child was dubbed the crime of the century? Question number 3. In 1932, the kidnapping of whose 20-month-old child was dubbed the crime of the century? Question number 4. How many colours does the South African flag have? Number 4. How many colours does the South African flag have? Question number 5. Which is Europe's smallest country? Number 5 is, which is Europe's smallest country? Question number 6. In which sport would the term ground rule double be used? In which sport would the term ground rule double be used? Question number 7. To the closest billion, how many people use Facebook? So, to the closest billion, how many people use Facebook? Oh, Serge, I'll do a recap once I've sent the picture rounds. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll do a recap, but I'll finish the last question in round 1 and then send the pictures and go through the questions again. So question number 8 is, in what year was John F. Kennedy assassinated? That's question number 8. In what year was John F. Kennedy assassinated? And I'll send the pictures now and then I will go through all the questions again. So for these pictures, you will need to answer which country these flags are for. So for the first round, question number 1. In which Italian city did pesto originate? In which Italian city did pesto originate? Question number 2. Which cocktail would you get by mixing 3 centilitres of gin, 3 centilitres sweet red vermouth, and 3 centilitres of Campari? So which cocktail would you get by mixing 3 centilitres of gin, 3 centilitres sweet red vermouth, and 3 centilitres of Campari? Question number 3. In 1932, the kidnapping of whose 20-month-old child was dubbed the crime of the century? So in 1932, the kidnapping of whose 20-month-old child was dubbed the crime of the century? Question number 4. How many colours does the South African flag have? So how many colours does the South African flag have? Question number 5 is, which is Europe's smallest country? Which is Europe's smallest country? In which sport would the term ground rule double be used? That's question number 6. In which sport would the term ground rule double be used? To the closest billion, how many people use Facebook? That was question number 7. And number 8 is, in which year was John F. Kennedy assassinated? And then you have the picture round in the group. So that's, which country's flags are these? So receipt. Tonight we have 13 teams competing. Oh, 14 teams competing. And we've had 2 answers so far. We've also got 2 Clapton teams with 1 breakaway group. There'll be a bit of internal competition there as well.
Very quiet in the chat today.
No, it's very quiet. I'm hoping it's because people are really concentrating and not because they're bored of me. Of this.
I just had the big glass.
I mean, it does say that there are 29 people watching me, so I'm hoping it's not just randoms watching me talk to no one, or talk to you.
Well, I get to listen to you all day anyway. So.
You do. Thank you, Witchcraft and Chill. Promise I wasn't fishing. Right, guys, time to send your answers in. We'll have that countdown music on. Oh, they're all coming in now. It's quite funny because I've renamed all of you to your quiz names, and it's weird when the quiz names are popping up in other chats. Still missing a few answers. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Still missing 2 answers. Come on, guys. Otherwise, we're just going to have to move on. Who was still missing?
Just Cristiano Ronaldo.
I'm pretty sure they've already sent theirs.
Yeah.
Maybe not. No. If Cristiano Ronaldo's out there, we need them answers. Yeah, I agree, not them. Right, I think it's time to move on to the women in sports round. So, question number 11. In which British city was the 2019 Netball World Cup held, and which team won? So question 11 is, in which British city was the 2019 Netball World Cup held, and which team won? That's a two-part question. The city and the team that won. A two-part answer, rather. Maybe both?
You should say the country that won.
Yeah, the country that won. Question number 12. Which country defeated the US in the 2011 FIFA Women's Football World Cup final and were also losing finalists in 2015? So number 12 is, which country defeated the US in the 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup final and were also losing finalists in 2015? You're welcome, Mum. Question 13. Jarmila Kratovilova has held the world record in which athletic event since 1983? So Jarmila Kratovilova has held the world record in which athletics event since 1983? Question number 14. Who was the last woman to win the BBC Sports Personality of the Year, and which year was it? So question number 14 is, who was the last woman to win the BBC Sports Personality of the Year, and which year was it? So again, that's a two-part answer. The name of the person and the year. Question number 15. Elsie Christie is a 10 times European gold medalist in which sport? So question number 15 is, Elsie Christie is a 10 times European gold medalist in which sport? Question number 16. Which 13-year-old won 2 gold medals at the 2008 Beijing Paralympics, and in which sport? So which 13-year-old won 2 gold medals at the 2008 Beijing Paralympics, and in which sport? Again, two-parter, the person's name and the sport. Question number 17. How old was Serena Williams when she won her first Grand Slam singles title? So how old was Serena Williams when she won her first Grand Slam singles title? Question number 18. Who was the first woman to be inducted into the English Football Hall of Fame? So who was the first woman to be inducted into the English Football Hall of Fame? And I'm going to send the picture questions for this round. And what I'll need you to answer is how many Olympic medals each of these women have won. The first is of Margit Bjørgen. She's Norwegian. Bless you.
Thank you.
And she is the person, male or female, who won the most medals at a Winter Olympics. And the second one is of a gymnast, Larisa Latynina, who's won the most medals for Summer Olympics. So how many medals have they each won? And to recap, women in sports, question number 11. In which British city was the 2019 Netball World Cup held and which team won? Question 12. Which country defeated the US in the 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup final and were also losing finalists in 2015? Question 13. Jarmila Kratochvilova has held the world record in which athletics event since 1983?
That name changes every time you say it.
Yeah, I know, I'm terrible. I tried to do like the Wikipedia pronunciation thing and they skipped one bit, so I'm skipping it as well. Who was the last female to win the BBC Sports Personality of the Year and which year was it? That was question number 14. 15. Elsie Christie is a 10 times European gold medalist in which sport? Question 16. Which 13-year-old won 2 gold medals at the 2008 Beijing Paralympics and in which sport? 17. How old was Serena Williams when she won her first Grand Slam singles title? 18. Who was the first woman to be inducted into the English Football Hall of Fame? And then you have question 19 and 20, the picture questions in the chat. And I will apologise in advance for the celebrity round. I did my best, but I don't really know what you guys were expecting.
Just a little reminder that we still don't have Cristiano Ronaldo's first round answers.
I don't think they're in it.
We are sorry to lose them.
Yes. So number 15 was Elsie Christie is a 10 times European gold medalist in which sport? So Elsie Christie is a 10 times European gold medalist in which sport? And the pictures are of the ones that have got the most medals. So that's gold, silver and bronze in the Olympics. Marit Bjørgen in the Winter Olympics and Larisa Latynina in the Summer Olympics. Apparently, the brightest moon of 2020 is outside.
It's supposed to be a pink moon.
It's a pink moon?
I would guess it's the moon that's pink.
Huh. Is it cloudy? Oh, it's good. Also, my tablet just told me it's going to be 23 degrees tomorrow. Can't wait to stay indoors. Question 18 is, who was the first woman to be inducted into the English Football Hall of Fame? That was in 2002. It's the only woman. Obviously the first year, but she was the only woman, and there were, I think, 22 or 23 men. Oh my god. Still waiting for 3 team answers. So as soon as Classical Trumpets, Clapton Immunity FC and Bucks Quiz has sent their answers, we will move on to this dreaded celebrity round. And there we go, we've got them all. Great. So let's move on to celebrity round. Bear with me for this first question. 21. Which celebrity has dated these men? Chris Angel, Ryan Gosling, John Mayer, Brody Jenner, Chad Michael Murray, Paris Latsis, Adrian Grenier, Jack Osborne, Tom Sizemore, Rick Solomon, Matt Laynard, Travis Barker, Brandon Davies, Benji Madden, Jason Shaw, Simon Rex, Nick Carter, Derek Whibley, Stavros Shaw, Adam Levine, Fred Durst, Stavros Nikos, and Leonardo DiCaprio. The last one is rumoured. So which celebrity has dated all those men? 23. Chris Angel, Ryan Gosling, John Mayer, Brody Jenner, Chad Michael Murray, Paris Latsis, Adrian Grenier, Jack Osborne, Tom Sizemore, Fox Solomon, Rick Solomon even, Matt Laynard, Travis Barker, Brandon Davies, Benji Madden, all of them one person. Jason Shaw, Simon Rex, Nick Carter, Derek Whibley, Stavros Shaw, Adam Levine, Fred Durst, Stavros Niarchos, and Leonardo DiCaprio. So, which one celebrity has dated these men? That is a very good question, Captain Immunity FC. I do not know the answer. But then also, like, celebrity relationships are very, very odd. Maybe they just went for coffee once, and then all the gossipy newspapers or whatever they're called, magazines, said they were dating. Question number 22. Who is the longest serving cast member on Made in Chelsea? So, who is the longest serving cast member on Made in Chelsea? Question number 23. Whose 2009 MTV Video Music Awards acceptance speech did Kanye West interrupt? So, whose 2009 MTV Video Music Awards acceptance speech did Kanye West interrupt? I don't think the one with the teeth is an acceptable answer, the Quantizers. Most people have teeth. Question number 24. From which singer did a woman called Maria Yeater request a paternity test in 2011? So, from which singer did a woman called Maria Yeater request a paternity test in 2011? Trying to do some quick maths in my mind and it's not working. I mean, it could have been Bojo and Comfort, probably not. Now I can tell you it's not. Question number 25. How many children have Angelina Jolie adopted? So how many children have Angelina Jolie adopted? Uh, 26. Which comedian posed with the head of Donald Trump? So question 26 is, which comedian posed with the head of Donald Trump? Question 27. Whose picture did Sinead O'Connor rip up live on Saturday Night Live? So whose picture did Sinead O'Connor rip up live on Saturday Night Live? Question 28. Kate Hudson is the daughter of which famous actress? 28. Kate Hudson is the daughter of which famous actress? So again, I'll share the pictures for this round, and what you'll need to answer is the year that whatever is in the picture happened. It was, what year it was when this happened. And then we'll run through the questions again. So 21, all those men. I'm not going to run through all those men again. If you haven't listened, you haven't listened. So which celebrity dated loads of men? Well, I'm not going to do the answers until the end of the quiz. So which celebrity has dated like 23 men or whatever? They're all famous in their own right. 22. Who is the longest serving cast member of On Made in Chelsea? 23. Whose 2009 MTV Video Music Awards acceptance speech did Kanye West interrupt? And 24. From which singer did a woman named Maria Yeater request a paternity test in 2011? 25. How many children have Angelina Jolie adopted? 26. Which comedian posed with the head of Donald Trump? 27. Whose picture did Sinead O'Connor rip up live on Saturday Night Live? And 28. Kate Hudson is the daughter of which famous actress? And then you have the pictures where you need to answer what year whatever is in that picture occurred. Oops. Next up is music round. And we'll have 4 intros, which are recorded from my tablet onto my phone. So they will sound extra tinny, just to make it a little bit more difficult. The question is, what year? So the year Whitney Houston pop superstar dies at 48, and the year that you know who shaved her head. Question 26 is, which comedian posed with the head of Donald Trump? Don't apologise if I haven't been clear. I apologise. Who's been on the longest, so like most seasons. So that was the Maiden Charsley question. Who's been on it the longest? Most seasons. I've seen 2 episodes in my life, I think, and so I've struggled with this round. Pap test. Pictures? Not entirely sure what parentheses mean. Oh, the paternity test. No, who the singer was. There we go. So it was in 2011. So which singer was it? Yeah, got it. So which singer was had the request of a paternity test given to him? So again, for the music round, I will be asking 4 questions, like usual, and then I will be sending to the WhatsApp group 4 intros and 2 pictures. So for the intros, you will need to answer the song name and the band and or artist. And for the pictures, you will need to answer which band it is. Still waiting for Clapton Immunity FC. I also like that there's a random chat going on YouTube that I'm not really taking part in. But we had some Swedish coming in, which is interesting. Thank you. Tack. Okay, great. We've got everything. So yes, everything is coming. So I'll start with the questions for the music round, and then I'll send the intros, and I will send the pictures. So question number 31. In which city was Beyonce born? That's question number 31. In which city was Beyonce born? Question number 32. What year did Michael Jackson die? I remember this very vividly. I was watching Motley Crue at a festival, and some random drunk guy ran up to us and said, "Have you heard Michael Jackson's died?" And then after that, in all the other days, every band did Michael Jackson tributes. So that was question number 32. What year did Michael Jackson die? 33. What is the number one best-selling single in the UK of all time? So what is the number one best-selling single in the UK of all time? So we need the title of the song and the artist/band. Question 34. Christina Aguilera, Lil Kim, Pink, and who's missing from that lineup? That would be Celine Youngcom. So Christina Aguilera, Lil Kim, Pink, and who is missing from that lineup? That's question number 34. And now I'll share the intros. How do I do that again? And I will also share the pictures. So for the intros, you will need to answer the title of the song and the artist/band. And for the pictures, you will need to just answer what the band is called. We'll give you a bit of time, and then I'll read through the questions again. I can try. It's going to sound really tinny, but I'll play them through here as well. So this is 35. Oh, that's tinny. That was 35. 36. And 37. try and figure out a better way of doing this next week, because that sounds horrible. 38. Right. I'm going to repeat the questions for the music round, the first 4 questions, and then let you have some time to send in your answers. So 31, in which city was Beyonce born? 32, what year did Michael Jackson die? 33, what is the #1 best-selling single in the UK of all time? So selling, not streaming. And 34, Christina Aguilera, Lil Kim, Pink, and who is missing from that lineup? The names on the 34 is Christina Aguilera, Lil Kim, Pink, and who's missing from that lineup? So Christina Aguilera, Lil Kim, Pink, and someone's. Clapton Immunity were third this time. I would give you a shout out if you were, but I'm very happy that you were third. Very proud. Don't think this is the time to get cocky. Just saying. So as always, we're going to finish the quiz with a super hard round, according to me. Some of you might think it's really easy. Hopefully you won't. And again, there'll be 8 questions and 2 picture questions. No, Youngcom. No bonus bonus points for that because I have no idea. How old were you? I mean, if you want to guess the film soundtracks, then go for it, but you won't get any right answers for that because that's not what I'm after. Trying to see if we've got like a clear leader yet. I can't really see. I think it's quite even. So we're just missing 2 more, and then we'll move on to the super hard round. Bucks quiz. That's who we're missing. Has anyone had like full points yet?
No.
No one's got full points.
Actually, someone did get 4 points for that last one.
Ooh, exciting. There we go. Right, let's move on to the last round. So again, 8 questions, 2 picture questions, and then I'll repeat the questions, and you'll have to, and then I'll go through the answers, and then we'll know who the winner is. So, question number 41. How many years did the 100 Years' War last for? So how many years did the 100 Years' War last for?
Question number 42. On the subject of wars, how long did the world's shortest war last for? So 42 is how long... Ooh, you okay?
Yeah.
42. How long did the world's shortest war last for? Question number 43. What is the national flower of Austria? That's 43. What is the national flower of Austria? Question number 44. Which suffragette stepped in front of King George V's horse Anne at the Epsom Derby on 4th of June 1913 and suffered fatal injuries? So, which suffragette stepped in front of King George V's horse Anne at the Epsom Derby on 4th of June 1913 and suffered fatal injuries? That was 44. Question 45. Name the only person to win a Nobel Prize in 2 different sciences. And what were the sciences? So name the only person to win a Nobel Prize in 2 different sciences. And what were those sciences? Question number 46. Who was the first celebrity guest appearance playing themselves on The Simpsons? So who was the first celebrity guest appearance playing themselves on The Simpsons? Question 47. Which NBA legend has been tipped to become the next Lille Football Club president? Lyon Football Club, sorry. Yeah. Misheard that question. I wrote it down. Which NBA legend has been tipped to become the next Lyon Football Club president? And question 48. Name the only property on a British monopoly board that is south of the River Thames. So name the only property on a British monopoly board that is south of the River Thames. And I don't want any of you to now pull out your monopoly board from your cupboard to have a look. So the questions for this round is just like last round. It's an outline of a country and you will have to name the country. And as you can see, I stole these pictures, hence the Shutterstock, whatever that is, watermark on them. So, question 41. How many years did the 100 Years' War last for? 42. How long did the world's shortest war last for? 43. What is the national flower of Austria? 44. Which suffragette stepped in front of King George V's horse Anne at the Epsom Derby on the 4th of June 1913 and suffered fatal injuries? Question 45. Name the only person to win a Nobel Prize in 2 different sciences. And what were those sciences? So the name of the scientist and the sciences. Question 46. Who was the first celebrity guest appearance playing themselves on The Simpsons? 40. And question 48. Name the only property on a British Monopoly board that is south of the River Thames. That is it, guys. All the questions. Oh no. Oh no, the stream is frozen. Is it better? Oh no. What did you guys, did anyone miss anything? Oh, come on. I mean, it looks okay here, but let me know what you need me to repeat. Question 47 is which NBA legend has been tipped to become the next Lyon Football Club president? Question 46 was, who was the first celebrity guest appearance playing themselves on The Simpsons? I mean, this is the hard round. This is when we separate the, what's the expression? Wheat from the chaff. It just sounds a bit rude. It's okay, Peaky Blinders. Number 45 is name the only person to win a Nobel Prize in 2 different sciences. And what were those sciences? So the name of the scientist and the 2 different sciences.
Which question, Kat? It's okay. I think this was a hard one. We've only had 7 answers so far. So once all the answers come in, I'm going to read through, or once all your answers come in, I'm going to read through the actual answers. And if anything is wrong to you, then I apologise, but I did check Google several times. And let's just agree that we all learn something from this. Haven't come up with a tiebreaker this week, so I'm hoping that it won't be a tie, unless you will have got some great ideas. So just waiting for two more, the Quarantizzers and the Quizlets. There's the Quarantizzers, so just the Quizlets left. And there we've got all of them. Great, let's go through the answers. So, for the general knowledge, pesto originated in Genoa. The cocktail you would get by mixing 3 centilitres of gin, 3 centilitres of sweet red vermouth, and 3 centilitres of Campari is a Negroni. The crime of the century, the kidnapping in 1932 of a 20-month-old child, was Charles Lindbergh's. The South African flag has got 6 colours. They are red, blue, green, black, yellow and white. Europe's smallest country is the Vatican City. Ground rule double is a term that you would use in baseball. And to the closest billion, how many people use Facebook? That would be, the closest million would be 2. That's 2.223 billion people using Facebook. John F. Kennedy was assassinated on the 22nd of November 1963. And for the flags, number 9 is Poland and number 10 is Indonesia. So Poland is white on top and Indonesia is red on top. Women in sports. Question 11. The British city that hosted the 2019 Netball World Cup was Liverpool, and the team that won was New Zealand. The country that defeated the US in the 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup final and were losing finalists in 2015 was Japan. Jarmila Kratochvílová has held the world record in 800 meters since 1983. The last female to win the BBC Sports Personality of the Year was Sarah Phillips, and that was in 2006. Her sport is eventing, which is some kind of horse stuff. Elsie Christie is a 10 times European gold medalist in short track speed skating. We will accept speed skating. And Ellie Simmons is the swimmer who was 13 by the time she won 2 gold medals at the 2008 Beijing Paralympics. Serena Williams was 17 when she won her first Grand Slam singles title, but we'll accept 18 because she was almost 18. Why not Jess Dennis Watt? Sorry. And the first woman to be inducted into the English Football Hall of Fame was Lily Parr, who played for Dick Kerr in early 1900s. And Marit Bjørgen has won 15 Olympic medals, and the answer for 20 is 18. City round. Number 21. These celebrities dated all those men was Paris Hilton. The longest serving cast member on Made in Chelsea is Mark Francis from Delhi. Mark Francis is okay. And also we've been told that the Monaco and the Indonesia flag are exactly the same. So sorry, I don't know. I didn't do the correct thing.
Monaco is technically a principality. So.
Oh yeah. So technically a principality. That's what I've been told now. So I'm going with Indonesia, guys. So who's the
2009 MTV Video Music Awards acceptance speech that Kanye West interrupted was Taylor Swift. And Maria Yita requested a paternity test in 2011 from Justin Bieber. He was 17 at the time. Angelina Jolie has adopted 3 children. She has 6 altogether. And the comedian that posed with the head of Donald Trump was Kathy Griffin. The picture that Sinead O'Connor ripped up live on Saturday Night Live was a picture of the Pope. And Kate Hudson is the daughter of Goldie Hawn. For the pictures, Britney Spears shaved her head in 2007, and Whitney Houston passed away in 2012. So, music round next. Question 31. Beyonce was born in Houston, Texas. Michael Jackson died in 2009. What is the #1 best-selling single in the UK of all time? That was Candle in the Wind by Elton John, which skyrocketed when Princess died. From the lineup, Christina Aguilera, Lil Kim, Pink, the person missing is Maya, and that's from the Lady Marmalade. What's it called when they do? Oh, cover. That's what I was looking for. So for the intros, 35 was Living La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin. 36 was You Get What You Give by New Radicals. 37, The Year 3000 by Busted. And 38 is Sexy Back by Justin Timberlake feat. Timberland. For the bands, number 39, that's AC/DC. And 40 is Blue. And for the last round, the super hard round, the 100-years war lasted for 116 years, 4 months, 3 weeks, and 4 days. The world's shortest war was, that's fine. I think if the songs are put in the wrong order, did you give them points for that?
If it was right, then they got one.
If you put the right songs, you got a point. So the world's shortest war lasted for between 38 and 45 minutes. And it was the Anglo-Zanzibar War on the 27th of August, 1896. The national flower of Austria is Edelweiss. The suffragette that stepped in front of King George V's horse was Emily Davison. The only person to win a Nobel Prize in 2 different sciences is Marie Curie, and the sciences were physics, which she won in 1903, and chemistry in 1911. I would agree, Quarantas is. The first celebrity guest appearance who played themselves on The Simpsons was Tony Bennett. Which season was it? 2?
Season 2, on the episode Dancing Homer.
There we go, Dancing Homer, season 2. The NBA legend has been tipped to become the next Lyon Football Club president is Tony Parker. The only property on a British monopoly board that is south of the River Thames is Old Kent Road. And the countries, the outlines are Croatia and the Netherlands. For anyone that said Monaco and not Indonesia, I will give you a bonus point. I don't think it matters that much because we do have a fairly clear winner. And here they are. So, in 12th place, on 21 points, is the Quizlets. In 11th place on 23 points is the Quarantizzers. On 10th place on 25 points is Quentin Quarantino. And on an equal 9th place, we have Straight Outta Sussex and Basketball Trumpets on 30 points. In 8th place, we have Ground Control to Monty Don on 31 points. In the 7th place, we have the Nutman Clan on 32 points. In 6th place, we have Witchcraft and Chill on 33, last week's winners. On 5th place, we've got Geeky Blinders on 35. Might not be a win, Emily, but at least I didn't forget to mention you this time. In 4th place, we have the People's Front of Clapton Immunity FC on 38 points. In 3rd place is Les Quiserables on 41. In 2nd place, so it's now in between, it's now between Bucks Quiz, last week's runners-up, and Clapton Immunity FC. So in 2nd place, on 45 points, we have Bucks Quiz. And the winners this week on 47 points is Clapton Immunity FC. Congratulations, guys. You now get to choose your prize. You're welcome. Good to have something to look forward to. It was hard, but as always, just let me know if you have any feedback or requests. I tried to put them in as well. I had a netball question in there. And I'm going to now end the stream.